What did you do to him?
No, it's not for television, that one. But he offended me. And he's full of himself. And he thinks that because he's now so-called president.
Is he so-called or he's the president?
So-called.
That's the president of the Federal Republic.
I believe he didn't win the election.
What makes you think so? Because you supported Peter Obi?
Yes.
So that's why you think...
The results available to us at that time believe he didn't win the election.
But the court says otherwise.
The court, of course, you know who they are.
The court stands for justice.
Yeah, the court stands for justice in court.
So you don't believe in the courts?
I believe in the courts. What can you do? They are there. They are supposed to do their duties. They are doing their duties. It's not about believing.
So if you don't believe Bola Tinubu won the election, the court in the first, the result at the poll says he won. The court in the first instance says he won. Yes. The court in the second instance says he won.
Yes, but the facts on the ground said he didn't win.
Who now won? Atiku?
Peter Obi won that election.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Nigerians are now in great disbelief now because the same people who deny us the freedom we deserve and the God-sent leader we deserve are the ones confessing everything they did in 2023 to steal the mandate from Peter Obi. Seriously, I like the way things are coming out right now because Nigerians really need to know the truth. And whether you accept it as true or not, these are the same people who did it together coming out to expose what they did and everything that happened. This is what's happened when you seek the support of your friends to do evil against the masses and then fail to give them what they want in return. The person you saw at the start of this video once claimed to be a close friend of Tinubu, but looking at it now, they are clearly no longer friends and they are not backing down in telling the truth. Why? Because they don't want Tinubu to win in the coming election, or because he couldn't give them what he promised during the last election that made them to support him. APC members say El-Rufai is going against Tinubu because he didn't get a ministerial appointment. But beyond that, he is now supporting a coalition party against Tinubu, and he has also openly told Nigerians what they did to Peter Obi in 2023. What scares me most is how Nigerians still support these same people, supporting them into powerful position despite knowing their past actions. Now that they can't get what they agree on, they have switched sides and start refilling everything. And this is exactly why Nigerians must be very careful of these politicians. When situations like this happen, you should know they are fighting for themselves, not for us. They always act like they love Nigerians and they are rooting for the people. But the truth is that they are fighting because they couldn't get what was promised to them. Because if they really cared about Nigerians, why didn't they support the right person from the start? This whole issue has been shaking Nigerians and a lot is going on online right now. Yet, these people who claim they rigged the 2023 election and say they have proof have not been arrested. Nigerians are asking questions, and many believe it is because the authorities fear more secrets could come out, or maybe because what they are saying is completely true. And this is why Peter Obi fought so hard in 2023 to get back his mandate, but he couldn't because these people were working from every angle. But right now, this is the time for obedience to come together and give him full support. I will play the rest of the clip so that you can see it for yourself. So stay connected to the end of the video, and remember, share this video, like it, and if this is your first time coming across this YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe today, because when things like this start happening, the truth is about to explode.
El-Rufai said he made a very recent disclosure where he disclosed again, you know, he's been in the hot moment of the news, and when I mean in the hot moment, the presidency is on him because they think that he is acting like a child who is sulking just because the administration did not give him any ministerial appointment. So El-Rufai, who has been quiet, sort of, decided to spill, and he said that he brought out a particular result sheet that it was Peter Obi that won the 2023 elections. So because of that, based on that outburst, well, the administration has actually warned him to stop twisting the truth. They were saying that Peter Obi did not win the 2023 election, and this recent outburst that claimed Peter Obi actually won the 2023 election, according to them, is one of the most absurd political twists since the election was concluded. That what makes it even more baffling is that the same El-Rufai has suddenly taken to his X account to declare that Obi was robbed of victory and that he regrets supporting what he now describes as a rigged process. But Nigerians are no strangers to political drama, and this latest act from El-Rufai is just another poorly scripted episode in a long series of political theatrics. If El-Rufai is lying, why don't you sue him to court? The guy is coming from an informed perspective, so why come out on the press to describe that what he said is just a rhetoric and he's been dramatic, possibly he's sulking like a child as you have been disclosing? If there is no element of truth, sue El-Rufai to court. Tell him to bring out the evidence that there was a plot twist where the election was rigged. And how come you're involved in a rigged process? You were involved in a rigged process. I don't know if indeed what he is saying is not the truth. There is a process to go by things and ensure that this disclaimer or this whatever it is you've said is false and it's wrong and you're not supposed to do so. Again, we're going to be looking at a couple of issues in the polity. My guest will be joining us virtually, and that is Barrister Evans Ufeli. Barrister Evans Ufeli is a legal practitioner, a political social affairs commentator. Obviously, he's very vast in the political scenario and a couple of issues as well in social welfare. He'll be giving us his own insight into these topics that I have reeled out this evening. And like I said, it intends to be quite intellectually edifying and as well as engaging. We need to get the truth. What exactly is the truth? Barrister Evans, answer what you're explaining now, what you're helping us understand, comprehend. So, Orifai, let me even start with his son. The son has been talking lately. The guy has been tweeting anyhow. And a couple of persons are like, okay, calm down, guy. We already know your dad is no longer in the APC and you're trying to throw your support with the coalition. I think 2 or 3 days ago, he actually affirmed that Peter Obi would do the needful, and he believes Peter Obi can do the needful if he has a strong northern candidate. That before 12 noon, or before the president's wife is done with the president's breakfast, that Peter Obi would win. Then another thing, the APC came out in reaction to say, El-Rufai, please go and sit down. There is peace now in southern Kaduna. You are no longer the governor. They talked about this activist, Daddy Yatta, who went missing for a very long time while, El-Rufai was the governor of Kaduna State. They brought out all the concerns about, yes, Daddy Yatta. They brought out all the concerns about El-Rufai. And then the next thing, he came out with a sheet, with a list of how the 2023 elections went and said that the APC were in a system that rigs, that the current party robbed Peter Obi of his win. And I was like, what? He brought out a list. So when he brought out that list, the APC now reacted and said that why would El-Rufai make such a statement? Not even the APC. I think one individual whose name is Ido Ifremus Falai. He came out to call out El-Rufai. He said that why would Nasir El-Rufai claim that Peter Obi is one of the most absurd political twist, that Peter Obi actually won the 2023 general elections? They were like, where is the evidence? How? What's the possibility? So there's this list that is out there that brought out all the numbers of the political parties, each of them, like that, APC, NNPP, PDP, Labour Party, and all. And in most of the results, you've seen it. So why is El-Rufai coming out now to say that? What difference will it make? No, that's one. Hold on, Barrister Evans. Number two, if this is the truth, why has the APC not sued him to court? Because it's a very implicating statement he made with that results sheet that he released for somebody on behalf of defending the government to just say that no, El-Rufai is spewing lies and he's angry just because the administration did not give him any ministerial position. That is a very huge expose.
Yeah. It's a very huge expose. When I saw it first, I had to confirm whether El-Rufai truly did that. And I was surprised. What he said is that they were the ones who had to rig him into power. And they know how to do it. Yes, and they know how to do it. And that this was the result after. But are you surprised? I mean, I said that time when we were doing the analysis that Peter Obi was played out of the game of politics. I said it there. He was played out of the game of politics. Unfortunately, the evidence he needed to contend that matter, he didn't have it because INEC was complicit.
Yeah.
And so many other persons, including but not limited to the even agents, the Labour Party also compromised and all that. So I mean, it was glaring that. Glaring and unfortunate that they had to use the technical INEC contribution to the scam. When by the time it got to court, there's nothing the judiciary would have done.
There's nothing the judiciary would have done?
There's nothing they would have done without evidence. What would they have done? you for them to declare what is before them. They can't go outside what is before them.
Wow. So does this explain the recent hatred, malicious attitude and comments and acrid statements towards Peter Obi? Because I've been wondering that this is not the only opposition that you have. Why is everything everywhere from these guys is Peter Obi? Because I am, to be honest with you, Barrister Evans Sufeli, I'll be highly disappointed if the APC does not sue El Rufai to court. For El Rufai to come out with this, it means he has his evidence and he knows what to say. And I don't know why Felix Moka has not responded to this. I don't know why Daniel Bwala, who is very quick in speaking whenever Peter Obi tweets or says something, he goes to the media immediately to start talking down on him. I don't know why Reno Mockery, as usual. These are the persons that usually throw hate against Peter Obi. They have been mum. So
they have not informed me because you know why?
Why?
The person who is paying me was in the team that it's like me now when I engage in something, you were not there. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Then I came to meet you and said, see, we are the ones that did what we did. I'm the one telling you that see what we did. So who is going to controverse it? Is it even on Mercury that was not there?
No, but you know how these guys are very quick in defending their principal.
It was it Bwala that was the PDP that I know they defend their principal, but this one don't pass them now.
Ha.
You understand? This one is this allegation. See, this allegation you need to come with a result also to debunk it. You understand? You know that most of the results have been wiped off anyhow that. You didn't hear the news that the results have been taken down.
It has actually. The result has been taken down.
Yeah, it has been taken down, but the Nigerians already have it in the archives now. Many of us have saved it in the cloud already. So they cannot, the result took it down. Well, we can also bring it anytime we want to bring it from cloud and all that.
So my question, Barrister Evans, is are we saying that he will just say it and everybody will just day? APC no go talk. Nobody go talk.
This word is difficult. Whose office are they going to apply to man debunk this one? Let them debunk it now. We're still waiting now. You understand? That's why, you see, you have to keep your hands clean. Lessons we should learn from this in life is that at all points, make sure that your hands are clean. Your hands are clean at all points. You understand? Look at the way, you see, when you gather people to commit a crime, conspiracy, you know, you must ensure that you put them in conditions in future where they will not fall out of favor. If they fall out, they start to confess. This is a